This is an idea your mom kind of inspired, is that right?
Yes, my mom is a voice teacher, and she has so many high school students who were really disappointed that they weren't going to be able to participate in their school shows. And she was telling me about it, and I just thought, oh, wouldn't it be like nice or fun if those kids could send me videos of them performing, and even though I'm only one person, I could be their audience, and maybe that might be meaningful to them. So I just like went out onto my parents' porch and popped out that video on Instagram, thinking maybe I'd get like 10 submissions. And now it's really taken on a life of its own. I'm so grateful.
I mean, what's the number? How many how many videos have you watched?
Thousands.
Wow.
Thousands. And I've watched them all, I promise you.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, I believe it, especially right now. I actually believe you have the time to do it because we're all in this sort of self-quarantine mode. But let's talk about this a little bit. I mean, I did high school plays, some musical stuff a little bit. I understand a little bit of the anticipation that goes into that. But for people that maybe didn't participate, why is this such an important thing for kids that they're building up for and looking forward to all year?
Well, just like any event. So if it was I don't understand sports. I'm not a sports person, but like, what's the biggest football game or the biggest basketball game or, whatever sporting event is the thing that you're like, we've made it. So like they've been building up and building up, and now all of a sudden it's down to like 2 schools and it's the championship. So that's what it is, except for weirdos like me. You know what I mean? It's a championship for weirdos.
Okay.
For one weekend out of the year, we got to be cool. For one weekend out of the year, our community came to be like, oh, those weirdos are talented. And so to have that taken away is crushing. Because for some kids, myself included, that was the one time out of the year I really looked forward to, where I felt seen, where I felt special, where I felt like I really had something to contribute. And, this generation of kids self-identifies as more anxious than any previous generation. They understand that we are under quarantine for a reason, that something scary is going on. So if it's scary for us as adults, imagine how scary it is for young people who've yet to develop coping mechanisms to deal with stuff like this.
Yeah.
So for me, I felt like, you know what? They've had something really important taken away from them, and they're isolated and they're afraid. So let's bring everybody together in the world's biggest musical, and let's build a community so that we can feel like seen, so that we can feel like we're a part of something, so that we can feel less afraid.
Yeah.
And I think for the kids, it's been helpful. I know for me, it's been helpful. I read all the comments on all these kids' videos. They are to the letter, loving and supportive, which for the internet is like unheard of.
Right.
People have yet to be mean and awful. It's just bringing people joy, which frankly we need right now.